Hi, I'm Lee Musler, and for the first time ever, after 4 long days of hard work, this is Camp STN from New York City. Stay tuned for the show.
This week, 15 teachers from the area came to Baruch College to learn more about teaching broadcast journalism. And we learned by doing. Today's show features stories shot and edited in just one day. The theme is New York at Work and New York at Play. We begin with a look at how New Yorkers wind down. Stephanie DiLorenzo has the story.
Whether it's a stressful day at home or a long week at work, many New Yorkers find their own way to unwind.
Just hang out, have fun, eat, skate, do whatever.
And that's just what Chris Diaz and his friends plan to do.
Like climbing a tree if you feel like it, which I'm going to later. That's like, I love not just doing anything.
But what is it exactly that Chris is here to unwind from?
I don't have a mom or a dad.
But it was a single phone call by a neighbor who saw Chris's mom hit him that changed his life forever.
Me and my 4 other siblings got taken away, right into foster care. I just don't allow myself to have time to be sad.
But leaping over an obstacle like this table is nothing compared to what Chris would go through next.
My dad got me out, stayed with him till I was 17, then moved out because you know, you just get tired of getting the crap beat out of you for no apparent reason every day.
And that's when Chris's friends became his new family.
Just different times, different places. I was homeless. So homeless to me is kind of like natural.
But now Chris, holding down 2 jobs, moved in with his friends and even helps pay the rent.
I feel like everybody has the power to change their life. Everybody has traumatic experiences. It all depends on like if you let it get to you, which I don't.
In Central Park, Stephanie DiLorenzo, Camp STN.
The skyscrapers here in the city cast huge shadows, and sometimes they may cause you to miss some of the hidden gems of New York.
Courtney Weissman tells us about a great place to escape the daily grind in our next feature.
Are you taking good care of Dennis?
In the middle of the concrete jungle of New York City, visitors may not expect to find a tranquil place to relax and play, but Madison Square Park seems to have something for everyone. For Bernardo Lopez and his family, they were happy to spot a playground while visiting the top of the Empire State Building.
It's a nice thing to have, like right in the middle of all this urban setting. So everything's hustle and bustle, big city, and to come here and all of a sudden get the nice little peace and quiet and play, they were very happy to see.
But what you might not expect to see is a 44-foot monolithic sculpture of a giant head that seems to draw people from all over the park. 10-year-old Matt Lopez says he especially liked this statue.
It looks cool. It's kind of weird shaped. I think it's a statue. I think it's the head of James Madison.
It may not be the head of James Madison, but this sculpture, known as Echo, depicts a 9-year-old girl from artist Helmi Plensa's hometown of Barcelona. Tourist Robin Paquette was in awe of the sculpture.
The fact that it's kind of flat like this, it's kind of unreal, and I like seeing this unreal thing in the middle of the park like this. My hotel is upper over there, and it's kind of oppressing, and when I got here I was like, finally.
Whether you're looking to check out some unique art, find a quiet place to read your book, soak in the summer sun, or just run around the playground, Madison Square Park offers something for all ages. For Camp STN, this is Courtney Weissman.
We have enjoyed the week here at Baruch College, but we wondered about safety and security issues that all colleges may face.
What Georgia Mavromi Hollis found out in our next story might surprise you.
Running security at a New York City college sounds like a tough task. With thousands of people coming and going, safety is sure to be a concern. Fourth-year journalism student Carrie Policano knows firsthand.
In the other building on 23rd Street, there's a kid following me around, like, the whole neighborhood, and he does go to the school, so it was kind of hard to, like, say, can you keep him away from me? But they came out every time I came in and watched me. I don't know what they said to him, but they took care of it. Yeah, I felt a lot better.
We have 6 buildings at the college, 3 on the South Campus, this is considered the South Campus, and 3 in the North Campus, which is the vertical campus. We go 24/7. There are some colleges that are armed. We don't find it a need to be armed.
I would say the college is really safe, yes, because if you don't have any ID, you don't get access.
Students travel to Baruch from throughout the tri-state area.
Building's safe. I'm from the Bronx, so this is kind of perfect.
How safe is Baruch College? The latest report states that there were only 4 crimes recorded.
Our crime level is very low. So as a parent, you could bring up any college that you're going to send your kid to and see what the crime data is.
It's safe to say Baruch College is a secure campus. This is Georgia Mavromihalis reporting for Camp STN.
When you work in a city the size of New York, just getting from here to there can be a challenge.
And some people are meeting that challenge in a very old-fashioned way, as Brian Wilson shows us.
Taxis, buses, and subways have been a staple of New York City commuters getting to work. However, another mode of transportation is gaining popularity. According to a report this past month by Transportation Nation, biking is up 14% from 2010.
It's fast and it's free.
Mark Barrett works as a chef at Henry's Restaurant in Manhattan. He says he prefers biking to work.
If you're biking to work, it's a good way to get yourself geared up and ready to have a nice day at work. And conversely, after work, it's a good way to wind down and complete your day. Yeah, it's good to get your heart rate up twice a day too, as well. So it takes care of that as well.
Joshua commutes by bike via the Williamsburg Bridge. He says he enjoys biking for another reason.
Well, for one, it's really freeing to not have to depend on anything or anybody else to get around. I think that we have to be a lot more human scaled about basic human functions in cities, particularly because the onset of global climate change.
While biking is on the rise, many still travel underground to arrive at their destination.
I get on the 6th train at 51st Street. It came right away, and I got here right away. There was a seat. Everyone's off for the summer, I guess. That was pretty good.
And some may even find a helpful hand.
I fainted last week during my commute, and the passengers were very helpful.
Even though commuters still enter taxis and ride subways to get to work, more cyclists populate city streets. Reporting for Camp STN, this is Brian Wilson.
Madison Avenue in New York City was the heart of the nation's advertising business for decades.
Advertising is still a big business here. And in our next story, Melissa shows us how much of an impact it has on all of us.
Products, marketing, and advertising are all a part of New York City culture. And Direct Action Media is one place where products come to life.
Did you see my
Graphic designer Tyra Nicole Zumars tells us about the advertising layout process.
Prep the ads for production, so you just make sure that it's a 4-color ad, make sure that the resolution is high, make sure all aspects of the ad are ready. Once those pages are put together, then we export those pages to go to production to the print house.
Tyra receives many raw photos of models and products for the ads. Then she starts creating layouts for what will be seen in the magazines. Print media buyer Joya Alaperti ensures that the finished ads are placed in magazines that cater to the product.
We manage certain publications that we have to fill every single month, which is Essence, Ebony, the business book, some of the in-flight titles. But I also have clients that, those books aren't a good fit for. So we run in Rolling Stone, Esquire, Men's Journal, Us Weekly, pretty much any magazine anyone wants. It could get as specific as, a bird magazine that nobody's heard of, or it could be, a magazine that everybody loves.
With design and sales out of the way, the next step for Direct Action Media lies in the hands of production manager Marina Bisasar. Once the magazines are received from the publisher, Marina is responsible for reviewing all ads and sending the final copies to their clients before the magazines hit the newsstands.
There's a lot of hands that, touch that ad, and a lot of things that go into making that ad before you actually see the final product. But, there's a lot that goes into it that no one knows about.
So the next time you pick up a magazine, remember the advertisements all started with a click. For Camp STN, I'm Melissa Robinson.
And in our final story, Sybil Smith takes a little bit of a different approach on New York at play.
That's because the New Yorkers she shows us have a unique perspective on the park. Let's take a look.
It is summertime in the city, and everyone needs a place to wind down, cool off, and unleash.
There are a lot of restrictions on having a dog.
The dogs really need to have a place to play. They need a place to let go of their energy, especially the littler ones, the puppies.
For dogs 25 pounds and under, now that's a new park.
In New York, the dogs don't have to mark their territories. The city has done it for them.
Dog parks are a great way for dogs to have off-leash time, to run around, get exercise, and just be a dog.
Well, it allows the dog to run without a lead, socialize with other animals.
But there is an upside for the owners as well.
It's also a benefit for the owners to congregate and talk about their pets and meet their dogs.
And it's good for us. We get to meet new people and socialize with other dog owners. Here they get to bark and they get to chew and run and really get in touch with their natural nature. And it sort of just builds the community, so we're kind of like dog park geeks.
It becomes like a community family of animal lovers.
For Camp STN, this is Sybil Smith reporting.
And that's the end of our show. We'd like to thank Katina Perrin and everybody at Baruch College for a great week here on campus.
And thanks to the McCormick Foundation for this great workshop. I'm Mary Bernhardt. Thanks for watching, and teachers, have a great summer.
Relax. It's all good. Hey, baby, Camp STN.
This week, 15 teachers came.
That's because the New Yorkers she shows us have a unique perspective on the park. No way, that was terrible.
As Brian Wilson tells us.
Do it. All right. We have enjoyed the week here at Baruch College, but we wondered about safety and security issues here.
And that's the end of our show. We'd like to thank Katina Perrin and everybody at Baruch College for a great week here on campus.
And thanks for I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Lee Musler, and for the first time ever, after 4...
Unique, right? You're unique. No, wait.
You're different, she's unique.
Okay.
And
Ready?
Why is she?
You ready? This is fun.